and welcome to Odyssey of Eternity. I'm Kenneth, and today we are here to, do some painting here. Super excited to get all of this. Hello, and welcome to Odyssey of Eternity. I'm Kenneth, and today we're here just, working on our painting stuff. We have a little bit of, work to be done on our commission that we've been doing. We've been working on doing, some Death Watch. And these are the first Space Marines I've ever painted, so I'm super excited for that. I've been working on... Alright, here, let's start with the first three. So I have the first three just about done, I feel. I might just have to do a little bit of detail on it. But for the most part, I got the aggressors, got the little detail gone. There we go. There's just a smidge that I'd like to do more on these guys. But those are going to be final touches before I varnish. And you got this guy here. I got to clean up his shoulder pad there. Alright. So, but today's ones we're going for. Alright, I've been working on a Biologus, or an Apothecary, and then the Heavy Intercessors. I got a group of 5, been working on them. They are almost to the point where I'm happy with them. I think I am going to start with the black, though, and clean them up first before we get too much further. Let me go grab my black paint. So I am using Pro Acrylic Coal Black on all of these. I absolutely love this paint. It's fantastic. Get yourself some Pro Acrylic if you can. One of my favorites. And we'll see, as long as my hair stays out of my eyes, we're going to be good. My hair is getting unwieldingly long at this point, and it's starting to bug me. Oh, I need a paper towel. Gotta have something to wipe the paint down off of. Put that down. I like the Pro Acrylic. You do have to thin it just a smidge, but only just that. By the way, today the music is once again brought to us by the lovely, lovely people at the band Iwar. If you have not checked them out, please check them out. They have been generous enough to allow us to use their music for the channel. And I have been super thrilled about all of that. That they've been allowing us to use their music. They're one of my favorite bands. Probably one of my top watch bands in all, or listened band, and probably watched as well, if I'm being honest, in all of 2024. And here's to the new year. My goals is I'm definitely planning on getting much better at painting. That is one of my goals. Alright, so we're just going to clean up some of these. Got the nice sharp brush. Then apologies, too, if any of the chats or anything get delayed. We are streaming both to YouTube and to Twitch both at the same time. Still trying to get the hang of the software for that. So things are just have been a bit rough. Just a moment while we adjust all of that new stuff. We're just gonna, for good faith, just finish coating that one. Boom, boom. Got a little bit over there. I gotta do something about my hair real quick, because it is driving me bonkers. It's getting to that really awkward length where I still can't do anything with it, but like it gets in the way of everything. See if I have a hat anywhere in the area I can throw on. Well, I'm glad I'm not on camera myself, because this would be a bit awkward to, I just grabbed an old hair tie from when my hair used to be luscious. Just gonna... There we go. That one's cleaned up. Cover that dollop there. Luckily, black is a fantastic coating agent to cover stuff. Super excited about that. And I'd say that one's pretty much cleaned up. Got a little bit on this one. Beautiful. I think that's going to be it for those three. And we're just going to set those aside to dry. Going to go through. Just going to do this, get a little bit of the excess off. That'll get fixed in a minute. But just want to get some of this covered up and looking snazzy. Get some of the silver up. Some of that brown that covered that. Get in that joint. There we go. That, just carefully get those little spots that got a little oversaturated. Perfect. We can set that guy down. Moving on to the next one. Ooh, that was almost bad. That's the one problem with dry brushing, is sometimes, every once in a while, you get a little overbrush here and there. So we're just cleaning up some of that extra little. Oh, this one had a good chunk of that overbrush. Perfect on that one, looks like. Alright, moving on to the next one. Wait a minute. I forgot his hands. There we go. So this guy's hand definitely needs to come and get cleaned up. I've been real into Space Marine lately. That one's been great. Space Marine 2. Been playing that a lot. So working on the campaign yesterday. I think I'm almost done with the campaign. I have one of those oh my goodness moments where I'm like, I wasn't expecting to see my faction in here in any sort of representation. But I'm glad seen it. Let this brush back down here. I gotta keep the brush wet. Just cover this back up over here. Get around the head piece. Now, the heavy intercessors, I've learned, are in what's known as Gravis armor. I don't know anything more than that, because I'm not a big Space Marine fan. But I am, like I said, I'm a Xenos player. I'm excited to bust this out because I have my projects that I've put on the back burner for a little bit while I am working on this commission, and I cannot wait to get to them. But these have been so much fun to paint. And I haven't even gotten to the one that I want to paint the most yet. I've been saving that one, because I've been playing the Bulwark in Space Marine 2, and the one with the big shield. That's the one that I'm most excited about to paint. Super excited about that. That corner there. Some of these are just going to get colored over for the next layer, but I would much rather clean it up. Oh, that one has a little hair there. Oh, yeah, still have some tweezers around here. There we go. Here's it. Hey, good to see you again. Good to see you. Good to see you. And glad to have been seeing you lately, Ganton. It's been really nice having you in the chat. Have you be part of the community. See, I've been waiting to re-get my membership again because I have a guest membership, or I had a guest membership to the Play on Tabletop YouTube, and I love those guys. They are so much fun to watch if you're into the wargaming. I want to play a game with them. They seem like so much fun, and really like what all of them are doing up there too. Like, they do a lot of work for charity, and some of that stuff is absolutely fantastic that they've been doing. The most recent Christmas charity that they did, I don't remember what organization it was for, but I loved the message of the organization, which was providing caregivers of individuals diagnosed with autism and other similar factors, giving the caregivers the support they need into knowing how best to care for their loved ones and the steps they need to take to go like X, Y, and Z and to help support those people. And I really, as someone who worked in the mental health field for many years, you don't see charities that do stuff like that very often. The fact that they were supporting one, and I'm hoping it's not just a Canada-only one, but I might actually look into doing something for our channel with them, because it's been a while since we've had a charity stream at Odyssey of Eternity here, but we used to do it quite often back when Jasper's Game Day was still a thing. I absolutely love that. That charity, but unfortunately they're not around anymore. Unfortunately. But, just clean up my brush here, sorry. Just finished that up. See, that's incredibly fair. That's where I was for a while. Combat patrols, honestly, are where I started. I got myself a Necron combat patrol. The rules are a bit simplified, which makes it a lot easier to learn, and each game only takes about 45 minutes to an hour. And it's a very fun, what do you call it, format. And you get a combat patrol, you have enough to start jumping into a game. You know, it's all that one. Alright, so I think now what I'm gonna... Oh, I think I forgot. Hey, thank you for the 35-month subscription there. Holy guacamole, that has been a journey. Welcome, Moros. Welcome. Good to see you here today. I forgot to clean up that black there. Just gonna have to restart on that knee. That's all right though. Boom, boom. Alrighty. Paper towel stream. I mean, we got the piece on the paper towel here. Just we're doing some. Yep, just was cleaning something up there for a minute. Now I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get the Rakarth flesh that I've been doing on for all of the, what do you call it? The papers. Shake, shake, shake. So I'm trying to figure out a new situation for my painting setup because we're about to take the Christmas tree down, which means the table I've been using, because we took down our dining room table to put the Christmas tree up this year because we were a little packed on space. Means I got to bring back the dining room table out there, and so it's one of those. Just gonna try to see if I can get my setup here at my desk working. So I'm trying that again. I'm finally finding a thing that I'm actually liking right now for it. I think I'm really enjoying this setup here. Paint a bit. Just need another drop. There we go. Perfect. Put that there. Also, I have another piece right here that I realized I accidentally put backwards. So I'm going to fix that up while we're right here. I didn't realize, because he didn't, the commission that, the person who had this commission did not give me the body of the Mini. So I was not exactly sure the orientation, so I just did what I thought I did, and I freehanded the name and accidentally wrote it upside down. So this is just me fixing that here. So then here we got all of these purity seals that we're going to be these little tiny papers. Get the sides. So I did fully submit my first competition piece into the competition. As a last moment, they ended up extending the deadline by a week to the new year, and I did it. Almost forgot about it, if I'm being honest. I almost fully forgot to submit it, but I did it just in time. And I have him right here. I'm very proud of it. It's my Mask of Slaanesh. I sculpted the base. It's dancing on the tongue. That's definitely not a mimic tongue that came out of a D&D mimic, but Any purity seals on this guy? Not that I'm seeing. Any on this guy? Nope. I feel like these guys are going to be easy. This guy has some bones in there that I can No bones about it. Let's just get this reliquary there. Aha, he has a purity seal. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, there's some stuff on the mini that I was it needs more work, but as a first competition piece, it was something that I can say I'm proud of. Ugh, I got some on the foot, but that's okay. It's a very light color, super easy to fill in. I actually go on Fiverr right now. I've actually started a Fiverr account that you can find fiverr.com/Odyssey of Eternity. I totally forgot to paint that entire section. And I do Warhammer commissions here. Actually here, let me just clean the brush. Let me do this. Let's see if I can't find my Fiverr to throw it into the There we go. Copy link, and I'm going to just share this into the chat here. Both into YouTube and Twitch, simply due to the fact that my Restream chat is not working for both of my sites. So we're just going to put that both into there. That is where I've been doing, getting the business for the, what do you call it, the commissions. Been enjoying it. I've been really enjoying getting to paint different minis that I normally wouldn't. It's been a lot of fun. So it looks like I need to do the red again. I need to go through another coat. Yeah, that one's not even... Yeah. Alright, so the next color is going to be red. I'm going to be doing again. So I'm going to need the Citadel's Khorne red. So to answer your question, though, I do the online commissions, and I also do locals as well. I'm just starting off on the commission, so I'm not charging an arm and a leg for it. Unless like I need to acquire a mini for you to paint, then that's going to have to be in the cost of the initial, on top of waiting for the money to clear in order for me to do that, unless, you know, there's any other... There we go, the red is done. But everyone has either sent me their minis to paint so far, or have just given them to me locally. So we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna my next step that I want to do is I want to get a wet palette. I absolutely love those. Well, I love the idea of them. I haven't actually used one myself, and I know people say they're a hit or miss. Just gonna get these purity seals. Yeah, sorry for the spam of Nightbot. It's supposed to be spread out a little bit, not just putting everything in the thing all in once. Let's see, is there any other red on here? Freehand, that's straight line. Much better than the last one. Perfect, perfect. I forgot some of the cleanup on the back. That's all right. All right, so we're gonna set that one down. We're just gonna bum bum ba-da-dum. I need to go on and actually clean up Nightbot because Nightbot is a little overzealous right now. Do. Yeah, those they say the wet palettes are really good if you're using the real hair brushes, like that I'm using right now. They're just much better for keeping a sharp tip on the brush. All right, got that one there. Oh, wait, touch into the eye. That's not a bad idea at all. See, I take pictures periodically through the process just because I love, absolutely love that, like, seeing the from here to there. That one looks good there. Don't have to. This side's a bit rough. Needs a second coat. Boom, 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 boom. But, oh, that guy's hand is covered. I got to clean that one up too with the silver when that one comes through. Just gonna get his eyes another little love and down. Down. These support intercessors are pretty, these heavy intercessors, pretty fun to paint. And the Deathwatch scheme is pretty easy and a lot of fun actually to paint. This one's got the multi-Melta, and it's a fun one to use in Space Marine. Boom, 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 boom. Good job there. Brush wet again. Alright, so we gotta... That looks good. His gun is looking good there. Just a little extra paint on that purity seal, get a little brighter. Here we go. Next one, this is the one that needed the, whole back side of the the magazine I'd forgotten to paint. Man, I missed a good chunk of this one. How did I do that? See, this is why you always go through and you check. There we go. Just get that rail cleaned up. Perfect. Yeah, this is the one that needed some love more than the other ones. Just spread that out, brighten up some of those tubes. Some of these are a bit dark still. There we go. And then get that. Perfect, perfect. His eyes are already looking good. Boom, bada bing. Bing, bada boom. There we go. Clean up that. Alright, so next we have that one again. Yeah, we're going to finish cleaning up on the black on this one that I noticed I missed. I still have the black paint out. There we go. Perfect, perfect. See, I started painting a long time ago, actually, back when I first started getting into D&D. I'm like, I'm going to paint all of my minis. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Call it good. And I did for a little bit. I painted a few characters that I was playing, and I absolutely loved doing it. But I kept getting the cheapo brushes. I kept getting, And then, the ADHD, hey, I tuckered out, and I forgot about it. And that happened. And it does happen. Hobby burnout is real. So we got all of the brass on all of these, I think. I would say so, yeah. So then we have the gunmetal. And we have, so got to work on the metals again. So let me just grab that. Yet again, I'm using Turbo Dork Tin Star. This is by far my favorite metallic. If you have not gotten yourself some Turbo Dork, I would highly recommend adding some of it to your repertoire. It is a trickier paint to use, I will say that. It does have some odd qualities compared to some of the other paints. that I've used. But it does lead to some of the best, hands down, appearances for metallics that I have had in a very long time. Let's see here. I'm not going to use my nice brush, my Sable here for the metals. Simply due to the fact that, you know, Here we go. Oh yeah, let's do working on the metals. Need to just put just a dot of thinner. Might be a little too much thinner there, but we're gonna go for there. See, this one was fantastic to dry brush. Honestly, that's been my dry brushing it. I found it leads to a much more satisfying result with that than anything else. But let's see here. My normal go-to brushes are my Golden Maples. I really enjoy them. They're a synthetic that still has pretty good brushes that hold up for a decent amount of time. So there's a random ass Space Marine on the bottom of this. Don't know what faction to make it, honestly. Touch up on these. There we go. Get the little syringe handles down there. Boom, boom. Let's see here. Aha, there's some scroll work there I missed. See, that's why when you're batch painting, it's really nice to just be able to go through go. Don't want to go too overly heavy on these ones. I'm just gonna do a little rim around these of just some silver to give it that little bit of depth there. Alright, we got that really great music that is brought to us by Iwar. If you have not followed them, go follow them. This little device back here. Everyone else that has this thing on their person, it's always silver. We're just going to do that on this one as well. That's good enough for me there. We're just gonna boom, boom, boom. Just a very light dry brush there. Ah, his one knee is silver. This one here little silver kneecap. I almost missed that little detail. We got the little bit on the head. Just gonna stipple that in. So we didn't lose any detail on that. Get the top of that. Boom, 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 boom. Seeing how this is one of the shower pieces, this is one of the character units, I'm definitely giving this one a little bit more attention. We're just gonna... You can hear something a little lightly? Is it the music there, or is there's some background sound that's coming through a little too loud or something? Or do I have the music too low? A little dry brush on this over here, that silver. Alright, the music's fine. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we're going to set him down for a second to let him dry. And we're just going to go through and follow through with the silver on the rest of the other things. Turn that up just a smidge. Let me know if that's a little too loud going forward. Bum, bum, bum. Little details there. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. Now we gotta get the Imperial symbol there. And there we go. That's some nice little silver in there. More. go. Perfect, perfect. Anything else that this one needs silver on? Nope. Moving to the next heavy intercessor. Boom, bada, bing. Batch painting. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Just get a little off the brush. That way it's not too terribly oppressive there. Just get that little bit there. Clean up his fingers that were a bit red. Double check and make sure there's nothing on the feet. Back onto the Imperial Sigil. Just dropping everything here. Perfect. There's that one. I love it when these minis are starting to come together. They are so much fun to paint. And that one needs to be gold there. So I'm going to have to go back and find the bronze that I used. Which, luckily, isn't the hardest thing, because I have been keeping the paints I've been using quite handy. And that way I can give the paint scheme to the owner of these by the end of it, and if they ever get more and want to paint it themselves, or anything chips, or they want to fix anything, they have the ability to. I'm just gonna get the outsides there, a little detail in the back, just a smidge. Go. Give them a little bit something else to, Boom. Boom. I just get the... Bring in these ones. Boom, boom, boom. Bring that down. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. Perfect. On to the last intercessor here. Just gonna put a little under there, give that a little bit of love before going over to here. And going through, boom, boom, bomb. Tell you what, though, I am super happy. I ended up getting a full ham, well, leftover of the full ham, from the holiday celebration that my parents were done with. They were just gonna like, hey, we're just gonna, if you want it, you can have it. If not, we got, because they had multiple hams because multiple families and stuff like that, you know, getting together doing this stuff. So they had multiple hams, and so we had leftovers, and so I took some of them. And tonight for dinner, we made a cheddar ham soup. It was so super good. Super good. I hate myself sometimes, but I will not apologize for art. But wasn't even a hard recipe to make either. It was super easy, and it was the first time I've like really made a soup, and I didn't need to re-season it like after the, you know, initial, hey, this is what the recipe calls for, now flavor to taste. Yeah, so they had some my grandmother's in the in assisted living, so they had an extra ham to bring over there to, you know, to feed her and, you know, the staff up there, but the staff didn't eat any of it, and because they couldn't, and a bunch of other stuff, and so we had a bunch of leftovers on top of the one that they had for themselves. All right, no skin on any of these guys. That is the one thing I'm very grateful that the person that wanted this did not have any skin on their stuff. We do have the brown next. I need to just touch up. And this is, oh, that's the gold I'm going to need, but not the right brown. Here's the brown. Mournfang brown. A really good brown. Let's shake that up. Now, I do have just a couple spots here that I need to get brown, so I don't need a lot of paint here, so we're just going to put a little bit in there. And then just, hopefully, just a dot of, probably too much of that, so I might have to, yeah, darn it, that paint's a little too thin now. Just grab another dollop of the paint, stir it in. Call it good. Clean my paintbrush here. So now we got the Biologus again. Alrighty. Now here I'm going to go back to my nice brush though, because I need a nice sharp brush for this, the Famoy. Nice and sharp. That's the brown. We're going to just go up. Get the straps. Boom, bada bing. Just keep on trucking. Oh, it's a double loop. Okay, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, dance party. And the chat should work. Yep, there they are. They're dancing now. Looks like, maybe? Maybe? Let's see. Let's see if that works there. Okay, they were. Just double checking, because sometimes that program just doesn't work sometimes, and just want to make sure you guys are all getting what you... Well, while I'm right here, I got some of the... ground there. I can just start to do some of the bases there. Not doing a very great coverage of this because I have a plan to just sort of, with a little bit of other colors with this, so just something rudimentary will go a long way. Oh no, he's standing over them to get the gene seed. Okay, okay, so it's probably another Death Watch. Or just any sort of marine. Let's see, do I need any brown on any of these? Not on that one. Not on that one. Surprisingly not on this one. I would assume. Easter candy's already out. Holy guacamole. A little more paint there. My brush is starting to dry out. See, my all-time favorite candy, though, is Easter candy. I love Cadbury Cream Eggs. They are my favorite candy. Hands down. Alright, we're just gonna go a little pouch. There we go. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. But I am a little weirded out seeing it out so early. Alright, but I do need a little bit of gold on that guy. So I'm just gonna switch over here. Let's take it. Normally I don't just do it straight out of the pot, but it's just for a quick piece. Perfect, perfect. There's that. Alrighty. Everything's looking good there. The Cadbury eggs have landed. I'll have to look for some. They are my... Okay, normally Reese's are my go-to, but Cadbury's are a bit of a weakness of mine. I cannot not. Let's see here. Let's see. Pulling up my paint app. Clean black, alrighty. So, it looks like I just have one little bit of... Aha, the parchment. I almost forgot. This brush is not very good, so I'm going to switch to a different brush before I ruin this. Hey, thanks for stopping by again. I hope that you are able to get some good rest, and thank you for stopping by. Really, really appreciate you. Did anyone have any good New Year's stuff that went down? I had a quiet night, and I just played some, what you call it, Space Marine. Had a quiet night in with the... It was nice. Very nice. Why? Did not code it very well. Sorry, I was just looking something close. There. Hey, sleep is fantastic. I never knew how much I loved sleep until I became a parent. And then it did become apparent how much I love sleep. And how much I needed it. That's fantastic. It's always great. I love when you can take the time and actually speak with friends for a good chunk of time. It's always a ton of fun. Just checking my messages here real quick. Just trying to see. Just trying to get conversations pulled up so I can see just exactly how people want them. All right. All right. Perfect. All right, next up I think is going to be a dry brush, very light dry brush of a Mechanis Standard Gray. He's almost. He's saying a few words at this point. He's saying more and more every day, which is the scary part. go. Now we're just going to go through and just going to a little bit of easy highlights. Yeah, he really is. Really, really is. Kids grow so fast. It's honestly terrifying. A bit more of that. We're just gonna whoop, whoop, whoop. Boom, 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 boom. Oop, there I go, drop it again. Beautiful. There's another one. I'm just gonna smudge that a smidge just to see what we can. Boom, 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 boom. It's amazing how much little detail a quick dry brush can pull out. Absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite things that I never did up until recently. Just gonna go womp womp womp. Boom, bada bang. Next one. After I get these dry brushed here, they just need a quick Nuln Oil wash. And the intercessors, and the biologists, oh, should be done. I might not finish the biologist yet. I might still do one or two more things with it. But for the most part, though, these intercessors, I would say, will be done after the wash of the silver. Grab my brush cleaner here. Swirl the dry brush around. This stuff is some of my favorite stuff. And all of that gray paint is gone. Easy peasy. Alright, next up I need to grab my Nuln Oil. And that's Agrax Earthshade. There's the Nuln. I am going to need the Agrax though for the metal and the wood. And I'm going to need my red shade. I need to actually find that one real quick, so give me 2 seconds. Aha, Carroburg Crimson. There we go. So first off, well, you don't want to shake it too much, so we're just going to we're going to start with the Nuln Oil. Gently shake it. So we're just going to start here, and then we're going to bring out all of that wonderful detail. With the cheating juice. Go. There's that. Just gonna get the backs of those. One done with the Nuln. See, I was always shake it like it owes you money. Absolutely. That's what I used to do with these. Come to find out though, the shade paints. Someone brought up you shake it like I was actually reading the bottle. They say shake lightly, and then someone brought up like you're doing nail polish. I'm like, huh. Like that makes sense. But no, like any of my other paints though, like any of my Turbo Dorks, you do shake it like it owes you money. You really do. You have to with those ones. See, my biggest gripe though with the Nuln Oils and all that stuff is the pots themselves. They love to be knocked over. Like, to an excruciating level. And I've gone through too many of these darn shades because the pot got knocked over. And of course, they're one of Games Workshop's more expensive. See, I've knocked over 3 so far since I've gotten back into painting. And it has hurt my soul every single time. The last one I did was the Agrax Earthshade, and I needed it so bad. I was doing such a large part with the Agrax. Doing a bit of a heavier wash on the arms, shoulders, that way it brings out the detail a lot more. See, I'm just a clumsy person in general, though. Alright, so that's another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Hey, hey. Boom, 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 boom. I am excited though. One of my good friends, Dustin, Mad Artificer Creations, he has started painting again. And I've been seeing on his Facebook feeds and stuff like that, he's been doing Mortarion and an Angron he got for Christmas, and oh boy are they pretty. That man can paint. And I just one day hope to be to that level. Just gonna like that. Backside. That. There we go. Boom. Just get that. Get that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, he's still got a little bit more work to go, but I'm batch painting, so it's one of those things that, you know, I'm just going to have to get to it when I get to it. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Gonna do this and restart the playlist here before it starts going into other bands' territories that I don't have rights to use. I think next up we're going to do the Agrax. Should just be real easy. Just go over the purity seals too. Boom. There we go. Put that over the browns. Go get the holster, get that there. Get the bronze spots. Boom, 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 boom. Move that back so I don't accidentally knock it over like I've been saying. I'm prone to do. Get those purity seals down there. That whole area there. So, you know, I could have just contrast painted this entire project, but, you know, that's lazy. Contrast paint also doesn't give the right feel that I like. Don't get me wrong, I love contrast paint. I do. I love me some good contrast. But right place, right time. Ah, some hair has escaped. We're just gonna... Fingers turn. Yeah. There we go. There's that one. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That there, that one, and that one. Alrighty. Now time for the red. Itchy. Ah, I forgot some brown on this one. That's okay. Like I said, I'm not done with the pure... yeah, I'm going to move that there, because I almost just knocked it over. Just going to go through here. I think after I get these all getting caught in the cord for my camera. Get those cables shaded. There we go. One. I think once I get all these, I'm going to take a little break from the stream, grab a snack, and get back to it once those requirements have been met. Ah, shit. So now this is where... Get some water. And you just get able to fix it. Really easy. Go, that's another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Hey, hey. Those are nice and shaded. I'm going to go heavy with the wash on the cables in the back because I need that to sink into the recesses quite well. Fingers work. If you see the camera jump, that's because I keep hitting the freaking camera stand. I've been so good about that all streaming, and now I'm hitting it quite often. And this, doing a heavy wash on these, is also going to help hide some of the metallics from shining through and some of the other imperfections. That might be there. And it's going to help just make some of these colors just pop. Perfect. There we go. There is 5 Assault Intercessors. And almost a Biologus. Or Apothecary. Deathwatch Apothecary. That I am satisfied with. So we have 1, 2, 3 so far out of the commission done. 4, 5. I'm going to be varnishing everything as we go to, or when everything's done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Working on that, and then the next ones I think that we're going to start on. We're going to do the veterans next. With the black shields. Yeah, the veterans. Now these ones have their own unique flair that I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on because they have shoulder pads from other legions. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the next batch that I'm going to be working on is going to be our Death Guard veterans. So we have this guy, and then this guy. This guy I'm excited to do because the power sword. And this guy with looks like a plasma. That should be fun. Another plasma pistol. I get to practice my glow effects. This guy with a shotgun. But this is my favorite guy here. Guy with the shield. I'm super excited for this one. But as of right now, we're going to take ourselves a little 10-minute break here or so. And I will be back. So I will see you all shortly. All right, we have returned. Sorry, my camera has got bumped a little bit. Let me just fix that. Boom, bada bing. Alright, we're going to just start this one off. Alright, we're back, boom bada bing, and we're just going to start off here with just doing some touch-up stuff first and foremost. Just realized some of these shades were not closed. But we're going to go and get this brush wet. And we're going to work on the shield here. So the official artwork, the shield is black. Down the center. Finish doing that. Boom, boom, boom. And the hat has been acquired. My hair just kept getting in my eyes. Bang, and now the outside of the shield also. It gets it nice and clean. Sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm really focusing on trying to get these edges done in such a way where I don't have to redo much of the work. So if I'm precise here, I have to do less work later. I go womp womp. Boom, perfect. Look at that. I'm okay with that. Get that there. What's the hammer look like for this guy? Oh, he's not wearing. He doesn't have a hammer in the official artwork. But the handle is a reddish color, so we're just gonna make my life a little easier here. We're just gonna coat that. There we go. Set that guy down. Shotgun dude, we're just gonna go over. I did a pretty good job at this one. Not needing to. But actually, yeah, no, I'm going to leave that one as is. Wet my brush again. The pauldron caught back up here. Recoated. Just get the head there. Boom, bada bang. You always want to look at it from all different angles because you never know when you're going to see something that you missed. The Pyre Blaster. Boom, bada boom. Cover that. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect, perfect. Just covering up the imperfections on these. Another guy with a thunder hammer. First off, we're just gonna some more black on there. just going to coat that. Like that. Just gonna go like that. That's looking good to me. There we go. Actually, wait a minute though. This is a plasma. I'm going to do myself a favor here. It's going to have to be white down the road, but I'm just putting it black though so I can see to... Perfect. Larger plasma gun. Boom, bada bang. Well, this one's going to be an easier one. The Ultramarine Pauldron. There we go. There's that one. Now the last one to touch up. There we go. We're just going to do that. Call it good. Boom, bada bing. There we go. Lemsford. Ow. You probably heard the cracking in my microphone from just the posture check there. How the hell are you doing tonight, man? Alrighty. Next step here. Start with blue. Rich blues, which is Thousand Suns. This one doesn't have any blues on them. The gunmetal's already taken care of. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. I'm doing good, you know. Just working on a commission here. Warm spots and stuff. I still do have the brown. Hell yes. I'm just gonna put and just do this. Yeah, I've really missed our table so far on Saturdays. Is over the course of the holidays. Cannot wait to get back to that one and all the shenanigans. Need to get back to hell. Alright, I understand. I'm not seeing any other that I can easily get at. Yeah, so that one has his brown done. Any brown on this guy? Just a buckle there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this guy's got lots of pouches over here. God, and your character is a riot in that at that table. Like, I thought he was gonna be like when you described your character at first, I thought he was gonna be like the straight man of the group, and then nope. Then your alignment started to change a little bit, and yeah, that's all she wrote. Fantastic character, though. I love your character. Gonna get this little bit there. Oh, this guy also has some nice little pouches over here. Boom, 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 boom. See anything else? Not on this one. Oh, it really did change on the fly. But that's part of the beauty of D&D is you never know. Make sure that moisture's there in a good spot. Perfect. Make sure this is put in the right spot so you guys can see it. Boom, boom, boom. This one used to be a blueberry before he joined the Death Watch. See here. Ugh, real precise there. There we go. Next guy. Next contestant, I should say. Boom. Yeah, and you guys are getting really close to being at the end of that campaign. And I'm excited to see how it ends, you know? Because this book has many different endings, and I'm interested to see on which one you guys get. Perfect. Got all of his little belts and bobs. Next one. Handles a reddish, so if I do the brown to start, I can go over with a red dry brush or whatnot, or a red shade, and it should look pretty good. Now we're just going to coat these ones there. Make sure to get the bottoms and the sides. And the top there. And we got all his bits and brown bobs. Hey, yeah, these are your minis. Absolutely. And I am having a blast absolutely painting these things. So you have any bits and bobs? Glad to see that you're here. Glad to see you're here. I'm not seeing any bits and bobs that need to be brown on this guy. I'm okay with that. Alright, wash my brush. Hey, thank you. I'm going to show you what I have mostly here. So, the aggressors are mostly done here, so let me just pull. They just need a varnish and just a few smidgens of detail, but for the most part they're looking great. Boom, bada bang. We got the guy's missiles there. Hey, I've been having an absolute blast painting these, for real though. It's making me actually want to maybe start a Faith Marine Army, but that's something I promised myself I'd never do. They're so much fun to paint though. And then I've been working on the aggressors, or not the aggressors, the heavy interceptors tonight. They're still drying a little bit. I got the next one there. Then I still got to varnish all these, which will make the details really pop, make them last a whole lot longer as well. I got this guy here. See, I have my main armies are Drukhari and Necron is what I have personally, and my Necrons were my first army, so I didn't get a great. I didn't know too much about painting and other stuff at that time, but I've had a lot of experience to learn. And then the Drukhari were the it's so OP. I love it. And then the Drukhari for me, though, those were my project ones that I got when I got really sick, and I learned to paint from scratch with those ones. Do all the edge highlighting and all that stuff. Did I clean this brush? I did. Okay, cool. Alrighty, now that those are there, the next color here. Oh, and this is what I've been working on here. This guy still has some more detail work because he's a character unit. I'm putting a little bit more love into him. But it's hard to tell with the lighting and stuff like that on the camera, but yeah, he's looking real good. Oh, yeah, the Drukhari are a tough army to start with. They are a Russian roulette of... they're a Russian roulette of either you do well and snowball, or you don't and die. The Necrons are just, hey, we're Chumbawamba. We stand up, we get knocked down, we get up again. All that fun stuff. Boom, boom, boom. All right, next color here is going to be our gold plating here. These guys actually get gold, where the rest of them have a different color scheme for the gold, which is interesting. Well, these guys are the veterans, so they do get a bit. So this one is going to be the Retributor armor. I'm also going to be sending you as well, when I send these back to you, I'm going to be putting a list of all of the colors that I've used. So that way, if you ever need to update them, or you get more and you want to add to the army, whatnot, if you want to paint them yourself, you have the colors to make everything match. So... some gold down there. Boom. Gonna have to change my paint. Change my paint water soon here. Alrighty. Where's the guy with the shield? He's my favorite. Yeah, this guy, I've been playing a lot of Space Marine too, and this guy's like the bulwark and that, and I love the bulwark in that game. Alright, so we're just going to get this one a little wet. Now we have all the gold bits. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see on the shield. Actually, a Kit Bash model? I was wondering because in all the official artwork, the shield's on the other side of the what do you call it, the model? But it looks great. This is honestly my favorite one out of all of them, I think. So I'm waiting on a few specific colors to be brought, or to get my hands on. To do the yellow justice for your sergeant. Simply due to the fact that painting yellow is a bitch and a half if you just put yellow on black or whatnot. And so there's this really nice what do you call it, really nice hack for anyone watching too, you paint the spot that you want to be yellow pink first. Like, the pinker, the better. And once you do the pink, it lets you... yellow goes over pink so well. With little to no issues. Or needs to recoat. So one of my buddies snagged a pink color for me to do as the base coat. That way the yellow truly pops on those shoulder pads. Yeah, that sunset yellow, I've been trying to get my hands on it where I'm at, and it is so hard to get your hands on any of the local game stores that I'm at. However, I do have a very similar color that should be the same, just about the same shade. And if not, I'll get my hands on some sunset and we'll go from there. Skulls in there. Highlighter Marines, I love that. I'm gonna have to clean this one up. My paint ran a little bit there. That's okay. Super easy to clean up though. Let's get a wet brush. Super easy cleanup before that paint sets. Look at that. Doesn't even look like I spilled any paint there. Perfect. Gonna go down under here, get that little lip. Boom, bada bing. Go back on this side to get the gold there. There we go. Get the gold there. Any more gold on this one that needs to be put on? You know what? I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm really liking the hammer, so I'm planning on actually... This one I'm trying it out first. I'm going to experiment with this one's the brown hammer and then or handle, and I'm going to go with a red shade with it to give it that sort of mahogany, because the official artwork's like a brownish red. So I'm going to see how that pops, because I want it to be a little bit, you know, I want these pieces to be pieces you can be proud of in the long run. And I'm having a blast painting them, so keeps me painting some stuff and can't complain. So I'm going to do this last little bit here just because. Actually, I'll come back to that one, I think. We'll set that guy down. The storm speeders. Let's see, what are those? Oh, those would be fun. Okay, you can't go wrong. I don't know if the Death Watch can take it, but the Crusaders, I run on Tabletop Simulator, and my theoretical army that I'd like to build of Chaos Space Marines. Well, technically Emperor's Children, but the Land Raider is such a cool piece. Highly recommend it. But that Storm Speeder looks fantastic. I got an airbrush, and those tanks are so much fun to do when you have an airbrush. I actually have a buddy's Baneblade that he wants me to do in the back behind me that I have started. But I need to finish it. Boom, boom. I'm just going to go on this side. Finish that up there. Little cloud there. Yeah, those Storm Speeders look like a ton of fun. Anything else? Gold. This on the back there. It was funny though when the other day I actually had to sit there and do research on which ones were what, because I'm not familiar very much with Space Marines. So I'm like, okay, this one's the Lieutenant, this one's these are the heavy intercessors, because like I said, I'm a Xenos player, and none of my friends play Marines yet. One of my buddies wants to do some blueberries. I mean, Ultramarines. Nice, that's the gold on that one. Right, that is a very valid point, is the scale on GW's vehicles, and I completely get that. They don't scale their vehicles well at all. But I do love the Rhino look. One of my buddies has a Sister's army that he wants me to paint for him. And he wants to do cotton candy themed colors, which is going to be a thing. It's going to be cool when it comes out. But he wants I already know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, because I have the airbrush, I'm going to do a marbling effect. On the what do you call it? On the Sister's Rhino, to give it that. Official maps are they're a bit tiny depending on how you're playing. I play a lot of 3,000 point games, so we do a lot of the larger boards. But I also try to get into as many tournaments as I do. Haven't placed well at any of the tournaments I've done. I'm really sort of bad at the game. But I'm getting much better very quickly. But that the new detachments for Grotmist though, holy moly, I love them, especially the Necron one. Tie-dye Marines, that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Though the Drukhari one means now I got to get Harlequins if I want to run that detachment, which means I have to paint the checkered board pattern. There's two paint jobs that I am very hesitant to every one of them, and that is, or to paint any of them, and that is Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns is immediately a much higher premium if I even accept a Thousand Suns paint job, because of all the trim on top of the stripes. However, they do look fantastic. I love Thousand Suns. If it was my own Thousand Suns army, I'd probably do it. But it's one of those, they scare me. The other one that scares me as a paint job is the Harlequins and all their checkers. Oh yeah, straight lines are awful. I've been doing all the lines on the knees, and I've been really enjoying doing that on these guys. But that's just one width of a paintbrush, easy freehand. Hey, I appreciate that you were liking this. That has been my ultimate goal. Okay, it's white, not gold. Okay. But it is gold. Yeah, I'll have to look at it. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of the shoulder pauldrons yet that are the colors of the different factions, because I want to look them up first and do them justice. So with that, I don't see any more gold bits there. Perfect. There we go. There's nothing on that side, so we're just gonna over here. I like these little like suns that they got on them. I've been doing a lot of reading of some, well, not reading, but listening to audiobooks of some of these. But they're pretty good. But I'm doing the Ultramarines ones right now to get to the Demonculabra, and talk about some body horror though for that first one. I was genuinely like, I've never read anything like that before, and it was really good. If you're going to do transfers later on the ones that are clear, I will set them up so you can easily do transfers with them. I'll make sure I put like a coat of Ardcoat down and stuff like that, and to make sure it's those are nice and glossy so they take transfers easy for you. Alrighty, any more gold on this? Oh, right there. Wait a minute, I forgot the tip of the gun on that. So the silver I'm using is my favorite brand ever. It is Turbo Dork Tin Star. Some local game stores sell them. None of them around me sell them anymore, so I have to get it on Amazon. But Turbo Dork, it is by far my favorite silver. They make just the best metallics, period, I would say. There we go. Yeah, I used to really like the Stormhost silver, and now I'm just like, oh, that's gray. Like on my Necrons, like here, actually, I have one example right here. This is one of the first ones I ever painted, It just looks great with a little bit of shine to it. And I'm like, you know what? I need to... my entire goal is to repaint my Necrons when I can. But no, the Turbo Dork stuff, it's so bright, it's vibrant, it has personality to it, and they make a whole bunch of different colored metallics. I wish they'd sponsor me, but, you know, their paints are just fantastic. I will give them praise all day long. Well, their newer paints, I'll say. Their older paints, not great. I will be the first to admit their first formula they had some really cool colors, but you had to struggle to get the colors to work right. The new ones, though, the new colors are so good. And they paint so easy, both with brush and airbrush. I love this bolter here that has a flamethrower just at the bottom of it. That's just great. Yeah, Vallejo does have some good metallics. I haven't gotten any of them myself, but I've used a friend's of the Vallejo, and they are really great. Also, sorry I missed it, but Ohana Hobby Workshop, thank you for the hearts. Those things are great. I love those emotes. Absolutely love those. Alright, I'm gonna have to... There we go. Yeah, and also right now Vallejo is, well, Vallejo's a Willy Wonka factory at the moment over in Spain. I absolutely love the Vallejo paints. They're actually what I prime everything with. Oh, those are fantastic. I like those a lot. You play a lot of Kill Team? But yeah, right now though, Vallejo is, like I said, Willy Wonka's factory right now is they, workers' rights, and they don't even have a solid roof for their factory. So I'm hoping, you know, things improve, because they are my favorite paints. I do have a couple Walmart paints that I used to use on my Necrons before I could find a good fluorescent. Yeah, if you look up the Vallejo stuff, they're not publicizing it for probably good reason. But yeah, their factory, when it rains, it floods because they haven't repaired the roof in a very long time. None of the machinery is safe. And they're in an indefinite strike right now for until conditions improve, which I'm hoping they do soon for the, because Vallejos are my favorite paints, and I want my favorite brand to do well. Oh, sorry, Turbo Dork is my favorite paint, but Vallejo makes some of the most reliable paints that I have. guess I went a little too far with that one. You know what? That is a. I'm surprised that doesn't either. It's like I think they only make certain paints on certain days to avoid the rain. And I did see in an article that someone interviewed the CEO of it, and he was like, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it was in the article. You know, been a hot minute since I've seen it. That it doesn't rain much in Spain, so they haven't repaired the roof yet because it doesn't rain very often in Spain. To that I say, Spain is a coastal country. I would be surprised if it doesn't rain. Fingers work. There we go. I'm excited for these plasmas. I really like doing glow effects. Perfect. Oh, I almost forgot the shoulder pad. Perfect. All right, there's those guys for that. Now I need to clean my brush. You know, that's yeah. I only like doing the glow effects because I have the air gun. Doing OSL with a brush, I will not. However, I do have an airbrush, and it makes doing that so much easier. All right, now we're going back to the veterans. We did the gold. Now it's time for the... I think I'm going to make an executive call here and use the same color red, though, on these guys as the others. Because that way they actually... Also, I'm laughing because the official artwork, it's hard to see in the app. That is a Drukhari symbol on that man's kneecap. That is an absolute Drukhari symbol on that man's kneecap in the Death Watch. Alright, time for the red. Let's see, does that need to be Red still seems to be doing good. Well, I know they're anti-Xenos, so I mean, maybe it's just that's the one Xenos he really likes to hunt. That's the only thing I can think lore-wise, but there you go, that red, tie all of them in together. You know, that is a very, very good point. They're always working with Inquisitors. You'd think an Inquisitor would be like, hey, that's a little bit of heresy there, buddy. Go, there's that one. Yeah, the red's just a tertiary color, so. No, the backs need something. So I think I'm just gonna do this little back panel here. With that color red. Let's see how that ends up looking for the group. Anyway, there's something on the... We're gonna try that, see how that goes. Do the next hammer here. Bum. Boom, bada bang, there's that. Of course, Deathwatch loves their red guns. We're just gonna put some red into there. I mean, honestly, it looks a lot better than what I would assume the full size would be on it. Also, the little mace that they have on the normal ones, I like the hammer a lot more than the mace. It just looks better. Get that red on there. And that's the best part, though, is having fun while making the minis. And are these the guys with the red in the symbol on their shoulders? No, these ones still have the silver. Okay. There's one group of these guys that the eye is red in the... Oh wait, is there any purity seals that I'm missing? No. Yeah, they did that really hardcore with my Drukhari. Every single Drukhari used to have like different weapons and stuff like that in a previous edition, and now it's just like, hey, which weapons? And so taking them however you want is a-okay with me. Just gonna come through the top of that. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, absolutely. Why not the hammer? Those hammers are fantastic. I really like using them in Space Marine 2 right now. I'm in the part of the campaign where you get one of them and it's fantastic. Just going down to the top. There we go. This guy has his red little shotgun. Boom, bada bing. Oh yeah, the Thunder Hammers are fantastic. Aha, this guy has a purity seal. Like, I know some of these have these purity seals. Alright. Boom, bada bing. Alrighty. Go in with it there. Boom, there we go. You know, that would be really funny. Someone showed me the Angry Marines the other day, and I've never wanted to paint an army more than an Angry Marine army. And I think if I ever do a Space Marine army, I am painting them as the Angry Marines. Just for the memes. See, I'm most excited, though, for the Emperor's Children to come back out. I have a few Space or Noise Marines that I've slowly been working on to combat paint fatigue when I have when I'm running out of ideas for my Drukhari or my Necrons. But I cannot wait for that Codex to come up. Right? Just the guy that shows up with the angry Marines. He's either going to be the nicest guy, or he's just going to be the fedora wearing guy that just rules lawyers everything. I don't think there's going to be any middle ground. Oh yeah, the Noise Orcs. Was it the Joff clan or Jeff clan? That are all the rockers. Tell you what though, I've never had more fun painting orcs than any other marine like unit in the entirety of the thing. And not even, it wasn't even an orc that I was painting for like an army or anything. It was literally just the base of one of I have a proxy Lilith Hexbrax from a company called Artel W, which makes some of the coolest minis. Just out there, period. And her mini, I show it on stream, but it's not safe for YouTube or Twitch because she's got them yiddies on her. But she's riding an orc to the ground with a knife through his head. And it was the orc was the funnest thing to paint I've ever painted. And the entire time I'm sitting there, because the orc looks like he's in the YMCA, I'm sitting there humming the damn song the entire time I'm sitting there painting it. And it was so much fun. There. Yeah, the Noise Marines I'm doing, I'm actually also doing in the Turbo Dork coloring. They actually, Emperor's Children is the reason that company even exists. The creator of Turbo Dork couldn't find the right shade of purple for his Emperor's Children army. So he just made an entire paint company in order to get the right color that he wanted. I love this flamethrower. Just a bolt gun on top of a flamethrower. I forgot that all of these guys' little tubing is red too. And the Death Watch, give them that little bit of tertiary color. Perfect. There's that. This guy has some tubes. Go back and do this. Wasn't DW purple at one time in a year? I think so. I think in 30K. I think they were purple in 30K. Some of the paint schemes for 30K though are fantastic. Oh, I gotta stretch here. Oh. Ouch. Alrighty. go. So I'm making some real good progress on all these here so far. Just got the normal intercessors left and the lieutenant and just some detail work and then these guys, but these guys are coming along a lot faster than I thought they were going to be. So as long as everything continues to go as smoothly as it's been, should be right on time for the delivery window for you. I'm just going to put them right back in the same box that you had them in and wrap them back up. Send them out your way. That tackle box, though, brilliant idea for traveling. I used to use that actually with my D&D minis when I would run in-person games a lot. I use an old tackle box, and that would serve me pretty well. I only lose a piece here and there every now and again, but easy enough to fix. See, I don't normally... Oh, I do so much... I actually made a business out of the online D&D when everything went to hell with the world, COVID and stuff like that. And I absolutely love it. I use Tailspire VTT, which is a fantastic program. Still technically in early access, which is weird to me, because it's been out for so long. But normally I only have the nighttime to paint, because my son, who is just the best, he there's a purity seal down there. He's a year and a half now, and he is very, very energetic. And so during the day, I might be able to paint during his nap time. Usually at nighttime is when, after he goes to bed, I can sit down and actually put some hours in. And seeing how I'm between my day jobs right now, I have a bit more time than I normally would to work on all this stuff. I forgot a little gold plate there. That's all right, though. Gonna keep that going with that. Clean my brush real quick. It's getting dry. do. There we go. Get a little bit more. See, I heard that about the points-based weapons next edition. I'm really hoping they don't, because I really enjoy not having to pay for my weapons. Though I've only ever played 10th. But I do really like the red weapons that they have. It really gives a nice little accent to like all the black and all that stuff that Deathwatch has. Yeah, really hoping they don't bring back the points based. Yeah, I mean, though, as a I play like I mentioned before, I play a lot of the Drukhari. If they could just stop hitting my Scourges with the point hammer every single time there is a points increase. Right now, it's almost cheaper to take a group of 10 Scourges over a group of 5. And that is just astounding to me. Oh, you do have one Marine with skin. Everyone was wearing helmets, and I was saying that, I was like, oh, cool, everyone's wearing helmets. This guy has some skin. He's got a face hidden behind that mask. Get those purity seals. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they've been knocking down. I feel bad for Sisters players though. I got a friend who plays Sisters, and oh my god, every single. They were in a really good place for a hot minute. And now GW is just like, hey, can we kick the Sisters some more? Hey, their win rate is below 50%. We should give them a nerf. See, when my first group of Drukhari, I'm like, oh, cool that they got all the heads. Oh, those look really cool. And then my first group of Kabbalites, I painted all the heads, and I'm like, my second group of Kabbalite warriors ahead, I'm like, cool, let's put the helmets on. The helmets look cool. Yeah, because right now Deathwatch is, if memory serves, in their own detachment right now in Agents of Imperium, right? They're not actually in the Space Marine faction anymore. Oh, another Purity Seal that I missed. Another little gold thing I missed too. That's okay. Means I gotta go through. You always go back through a couple times. This red's gonna be tricky to get the back of this. This cape. Well, I'm gonna have some sizable cleanup on these guys from his cape, but got that cape all. Yeah, that Xeno phase blade. I've been looking at that one. I'm like, I'm gonna have some fun with that one. Actually, get the plasma pistol there. Oh, I forgot the gold on the plasma pistol too. Did I just forget gold on this guy? No, there's gold on him. I gotta make sure my music is still in the right playlist. It is not. I need to go back into this playlist. Please and thank you. Ba-ba-ba-bum. A second coat of the red. Let that one dry there. Alrighty. Man, I've been painting for 3 hours here. Time flies. And I've got a good chunk of these ones blocked out. I've got a lot of the other ones done for the most part. Let's see here. I'm waiting to do that lieutenant last. He's actually the... Yeah, because he looks really cool, and I'm excited to, you know, I'm gonna spend some time on him, I think. But the intercessors I'm not too terribly worried about. Those ones should be fun to quickly just go through. I like all of the different weapon poses. They look a lot more unique than the other ones. And then I've also been just plugging along on this Biologist, or no, I want to keep saying Biologist, but the Apothecary. But he's looking really good. I'm liking how he's turning out. But yeah. I think, though, at this point, I think I'm probably going to call it for the time being, because I need to stretch a little bit. And I made a very nice dent into this, so I'm going to probably call it here for the night. Out of the combat patrol. Okay. Very good to know. Good to know. I know I have a box of Drakari bits from my combat patrols that I've gotten from there and all that stuff. There's so many. Yeah, glad you could catch some of it. I'm glad that you're liking it. I'm really enjoying this project here, and I'm really glad that you're liking what I'm doing so far. So, yeah, we should be on track to get everything to you on time with the Fiverr stuff. And yet again, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to paint these for you. So, yeah. So for everyone watching, big thank you to everyone who's had the time tonight to just sort of pop us on and, you know, keep an eye on us. I'm excited for that. I appreciate that. I truly, truly do. But yeah, for those of you watching, big thank you to all of you who've been part of all of this. Big thank you to everyone who's been viewing, who's been chatting. Lord Herschel, thank you for the wonderful commission here. Thank you, Lost Oneros, for the dance party, Lems for the posture check, Lost Oneros for the subscription, for 35 months to the channel. Oh my goodness, that is a accomplishment. So thank you, much appreciated for the love. That being said, though, music today has been brought to you by Iwar. If you like the music, please check them out on Spotify, YouTube, wherever music can be found. One of my all-time favorite bands right now. They have given us permission to use the music. I absolutely love them. You know what? Let's send our people on a raid. Let's send our guys out to let's find a channel to raid real quick on Twitch. That's painting right now. We got a decent little number of viewers here right now. Let's give someone a nice little raid.
Welcome.
Let's see here. You know, this guy seems good. Eldritch Capybara. They're painting. So we're gonna copy, and we're just gonna send our raid that way. So we're gonna raid. Alright, we're gonna start a raid. Let's see, anyone that we can get to raid, you'll have some fun with it. So, looks like they are doing some Hearthkin Warriors. So that being said, though, everyone, thank you so much for watching Odyssey of Eternity.